our organization is designed, is like youth-led in a way, because we want to make sure that whatever we're doing is designed for young people, but they're also actively involved. We have a recruitment policy that basically just most of the people that we work with are doing that job as the immediately after graduation, or just like a few. So we're very, very actively making sure that we're working with people that are just getting their first shot at unemployment or at a very basic stage. So we have that support to mentor them into doing other things as well. So the organization, technically, we have, I mean, I put a couple of the different projects that we're currently around. Yesterday, I did talk about one of our projects, the youth leaders as youth workers. That was part of a consultation that we did. That's one of our flagship projects. We have a media lab in our co-working space. So we do have like a very big, you can call it a youth center, but it's more than that. It's an innovation hub. We have a media lab. We have co-working facilities. We have a technical space where people can come and learn how to code, transition into tech. We have a tech core program that's being run out of that space as well. So that's what we can go on. So basically, one of the things that the session we're trying to talk about with this case study is basically to look at how technology is changing the way we work. Because if you want to reach young people, it's very important that, I mean, almost every young person is spending a good time of their life engaging with technology at school, at home, for play, for fun. So if you want to engage with young people and you're not leveraging that thing that is the most important to them, then you probably will not be able to reach them the way you want to reach them. So we, at one of our projects, used that technology to sort of like engage with young people, and then we had some amazing results. So it would be really good to spotlight that process and what happened, and that's what this session is all about. So we just wanted to see how we have successfully in this project used technology to engage and interact with young people and trying to get a result out. And then it was really interesting to see the impact of that process. The next one. So what happened? Again, this was part of another component of the same project that evolved from my presentation yesterday. So it's like in 2020, all remember the NSAS protest. There was a huge protest in Nigeria whereby it's similar to Arab Spring, but it wasn't like it didn't last long enough, but it was for a couple of weeks. Young people from across the country, there's a lot of police brutality cases. And then for that reason, multiple protests organically happened across the different cities. And then for the first time in modern history of the country, our politicians saw a real potential for young people to actually say, we're tired, we're not happy with what is happening. They voiced out their opinion, and then they almost like grounded the peace and security of the entire country for a couple of days. And that time, we looked at that process and we asked ourselves that it was really good because government was ready for the first time, interested in listening to what young people are saying, what we have to say. And not only at that, we had young people that have never been involved in any civic action whatsoever be interested to lead protests in the country, because some of this problem, it's high unemployment rate, insecurity, it's too hard. We've been dealing with them, but they've not really done anything because everybody feels like, I really can't do anything. But for the first time, people felt like people are doing something, and then it just started off Twitter from an hashtag, NSAS. And then what happened? People were organizing local communities and they were burning buildings. It did happen into some riots and all of that, but then you can't really escape that when people gather. But the point was, young people spoke in one voice to say that we are tired of inactivity of government. So that was what happened. So what we saw as an opportunity with that process, between a short time, the protest stopped. I mean, government was able to take over, and then they asked young people, what do you want? What we want to give you a seat at the table. Let's talk about how we can reform the police. Let's talk about what we can do for young people. But nothing. We didn't have any representation because it was an organic process. So there was no preparation to say, when government says, come and hear us, what are you going to do? So one of the things we did as an organization was to respond to that and say, we want young people to be able to participate, organize in a very strategic and intentional way with the local government, with the state government, with the different levels of engagement. But the lack of capacity that doesn't exist before them, it doesn't make the result intentional. So we thought about, that's when we came up with a project called From Protest to Action. So rather than just waiting for another 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 years of mass opportunity to do another big protest, let's begin to think about how we can resource young people with the tools that they need to take local action, to write letters to the MP, for example, to request a change in different ways before the big thing happens. The next one. So that led to this platform called Youth Action Do Something. So we co-created that. We wanted young people to do something about whatever it is that you're not happy about. So you want to do something about the country. So your social change make. So we created an online platform, which is like you can call it a LinkedIn for change makers. So it's virtual, it's online, but it has like 3 different components. So you can go on to the next one. So we just created a space where you can use technology, because we can't go to all the different parts of the countries to do all the trainings, to do all the capacity building. So we put all the what's important, how do people need? We understand that people need to have, young people need to learn new skills or new capacity development on how to organize locally. They want to know how to engage politically. They want to know how to, what do they need to do as civic change makers in the local government, in the local communities. What do they need to do? So we need to give them capacity to be able to do that. They also need to have community where they can connect with their peers to co-create all of these solutions as well. So to kind of like see what can they do differently and how can they solve a local problem, and then go all the way to national policy making and every other way that they can influence the outcome that they have. And then more importantly, they also want to connect with their peers, and then they also want to engage as well. So they want opportunities that they can use to do some of those things. So in delivering these 3 different components, the platform was just designed to create and increase the awareness of that learning through the learning portal. And then we have the engagement of the community. So you can randomly meet with someone from a different city who is doing something similar. Then you can connect, form a team, and then do some projects together. So yes, just talking about the hub. So it's a virtual community for student leaders, so because it was designed only for young people. So we basically, you might be a change maker in your community, but it might be a student leader, it might be a youth leader, it might be an activist, whatever that, some form of, is primarily designed for anyone that is as a young, but you want to do something to make your community, to make the country better. So you have taken a conscious decision as a person that I know some things are not working. I know government can work better. I know services can be better delivered. I know that policy can be better made, but how? I want to contribute to that process. I just don't want to wait until I get a vote once in 4 years, and that's my only contact with government. And then I'm complaining that nothing is working. So we wanted to appeal to this increased number of young people, because the protest made it possible. A lot of people started to speak out on social media. So that energy, we want to translate it into action beyond just talking. So that's why we wanted to capture a lot of numbers. So most of the people that we engaged were student leaders, youth leaders, and all of that. So I'll just play a video that just basically introduces the platform. So we had used this video as one of the ways to try to activate the platform when we're trying to promote it, to just be like the action that you want to be.
Turn this way so the camera can see you as well.
Okay. Oh, I forgot that.
Yeah. Stand this way, the camera.
Okay.
Yeah. Those who are online, yeah.
Okay, cool.
Better, yeah.
So, I didn't. Yeah, so that's about it. So we have that. We use the video to kind of push the message around. I am a student leader. I am a church change maker. I am a community leader. So, and I want to take action. So because that identification, that connection with, it's important for anyone that wants to. If you don't feel that way, you won't really be. So all of a sudden, you're not interested in what is happening with government. You don't want to do anything. But now you're beginning to say, you know what? I am a leader. And I want to do something about what's happening around me. So that next one. So I think Benita, I should probably will take this one to just talk about how we kind of like frame the different platform, the different segment of the platform. And then Benita, if you can hear me, sorry, it's over to you.
I will introduce, while we're waiting, I will introduce Benita in the hope that we're going to have her with us. Benita is a passionate and experienced social impact practitioner. She's a senior program lead at Citizen Commons International, where she works on technology, law and active citizenship and social enterprise development projects. She's also the Hub Administrator of CCI's flagship Community Social Innovation Hub, Impact Central. Abuja's foremost community space, co-working innovation, community space for change makers, an advocate for youth and women, inclusion and a champion of the locally grown, globally supported solutions for achieving the Sustainable Development Goals. Benita holds a bachelor's degree in history and international relationships and is currently finalising her law degree. I don't know how any of these people sleep.
No, and we put a lot of high emphasis on education. People try to do still as much as they can do.
Well, you're meeting the benchmark.
If I know what I know now, maybe I won't do it. I just didn't know.
I think you're not alone in that sentiment. You know, if in hindsight would a PhD be an awesome idea? Yeah, you're not alone.
So we have can you just go into the next slide, please?
Yeah.
So it's fine. So we have the three components. So there is the learning component, which is basically designed to, is purely a digital learning space. You create courses on active citizenship, or courses on the constitution of the country, or how to engage with your local MPs, all the different things that you want to do as a social impact. And so we have that capability. The platform is designed to have up to 300 courses, but currently we have only about 50. Only about 15 courses right now that's been already ready to go. So we have things around what to do when you have interaction with police, for example, how to make sure that you're not involved. So there's a lot of different, they're not really like a full, but just like awareness around social issues and also practical skills that can help you to do. Then we have a lot of templates around resources that you can use, like a sample letter to the MP, a sample grant application that you want, if you want a financial statement, what's called budget for a grant you can do. We do like webinars on different teams that you can, that works there. So that learning portal is designed to just say, you want to learn about how you can be a better change maker, you want to, so you can do that. And they're all like ready to go. Anyone can do, if you join in, you can just take the classes and you get a certificate for participation after you take all the different classes. So I'll just go to the next slide then. Yeah. So so the next one is connection. So it's very important for young people to be able to, because again, the model is built around the idea that you're just an individual in a small community in your house, in your school, identifying that I want to do something. And even though you may do all the learnings you need, you can't just function alone. So we need to like connect with other people, whether within the same local geographical location or outside of your geographical location, maybe within, to just like see what's this. So there's a whole, we didn't put in the slide to show that, but anybody is live, so you can check it out. You just like a LinkedIn, you can just have comments, messages, you have all of these things that you can do around dashboard that you can just see different people, add friends, and then see different profiles and add different, you can join groups, you can join forums. I mean, that's the one about, the next one about engaging. So you can like have the connection that allows you to just do that. So the platform allows everyone that's on it to kind of like see different profiles. Of course, you can select to either accept someone friend request to be your connection there, or you can decide not to accept it, but you can put the profile there and see. And then there's also like plugins that allows to do Facebook, LinkedIn, and other things about what you want to share. So
is it moderated? Would it be like private messages?
So yes, we do have private messages, but it's not heavily. So the assumption is that we have volunteers that come in to just like to see what's happened there, but it's not. The group is moderated, but the post dashboard is not, because that would be too much work. We don't have the resources to do that. So we've put it in our terms of use to let people understand that, well, this is the most we can do. We're not really like a full. That's part of the challenges that we'll talk about later in terms of what some of the problems that we had in doing that. The next one. So of course, just about engaging is just about, so we had the open connect also, like you train people to want to do something. They have the capacity to do that. You connect them with other change makers, but then to do what? So they needed the resources and the connection. So we had a whole section that provide impact opportunities, whereby every week we have a lot of grant opportunities, call for application, different things that as a young person trying to connect with social change as a change maker, you can want to see opportunities to either develop yourself, to work with other people, to present your work. So we had a lot of our volunteers that would just look around the internet and see different opportunities and that is relevant, and then they posted there, even job they put some jobs there as well. So you can see that because we didn't have this at first. We added this capability later on because we wanted people to come back. You don't want to just take the course, finish the course, and you don't log in back again. So we wanted people to have a reason to always want to come back. So because they know that they can have those new opportunities, and they get an email if you set your priority settings to receive the email immediately. They put a new, and some of them can receive it once a week, once a month, or immediately as it is being posted as well. So we have that capability to do that. So, and then next one. So in terms of the numbers, so we have, as at the time, about 2,800 registered users. We did add more than that, but we realized that people initially, we had to remove a lot of spams because we had a lot of automated registration that we didn't, so we had to increase it. So, but the actual, so we lost some people because of that process, but we have to clean things up a little bit. And so right now, about 2,800 registered users. We have about 893, 345 posts and impressions. And so it's not really, so one of the things we didn't really make it open. We only talk about it in if we're doing one of our programs, we do Student Leadership Academy to student leaders on campus. So we will introduce the platform to them, but we're not really opening. So we didn't really, we're very we are more interested in depth as against breadth, not just having everybody just use it, but those that will actually use it need it. So it's very small. So, and we also have the learning composition, the learning part. We have about 62% of people that actually starts to take a class on the platform, completing it. Just about 62%. We have about 145 impact resources. So we also have 2 key different resources that we'll put on the platform for anyone that wants to use it. I mean, the ones that we have permission to share or just so we'll put them. Some of them we created ourselves, and then we're able to do that as well. So we also have the weekly opportunities that we post, about 5,687 of those. So, and then because we have capabilities for groups, for forums. So we have forums for different issues like social justice, police brutality, tech for development, education. We have about 56 different groups. And we also allow people who are engaged on the platform to start a new group on their own. Then that model will have to approve that. You put there's a capability to start a group on your own, put a description of the group, then someone would look at it and say, okay, nothing exists for this, so you can then begin to build. So that self-ownership of community building, you're just oh, I can bring in people that I want to use, so I'll create the kind of issue. So you can just oh, student for peace in Lagos. And because you have identified that as an important thing that people might want to be interested. During the election, we had people put in different groups to do different issues or different. So they will do that locally. And if we look at it, if it's okay, we'll approve it. Then that person will now do a training to kind of understand what it means as a leader of that small group within the space. This is what is expected of you. This is what you will expand. You have ownership of the interaction that happened within the group and engaging people. And of course, it's supposed to be an art. So it's, and again, this is designed for, even though we use the word youth, everybody's an adult. We don't work, and no under 18 on the platform. So you have to be an adult to use it. So next one. The other video, I don't think I can. So we have this video that we can play the whole video. So it's just about 3 minutes, then we can move on.
Do a snapshot of it.
Yeah.
Yes, my name is Chibuka Isaac. I am a cybersecurity engineer at Cyber Breakout Limited. I'm also an entrepreneur, and I strongly believe so much in this country. I believe we can achieve the Nigeria we deserve if collectively as youth we come together to join the Youth Action Resourceful Platform. I strongly believe we can achieve the Nigeria of our dream. A new Nigeria is possible. Join the action. That's Nigeria.
So I'll just okay. So we have this is just like the videos on YouTube. So one of the things that we did before I move on to the learnings and the engagement that we have. So this one we just like add some young people who are currently using the platform to just come and make a video to talk about like a call to action from an individual point of view. That it's, don't forget, the idea for the platform is from the collective idea that we want the country to be better from a broader sense, but I want to do something about it. So personalizing the message to say that we believe it, because one of the things in Nigeria is that because there has been a lot of concern and problem over a period of time, people just ban. A lot of young people are not interested. People don't even care. They're just there. I mean, a lot of hopelessness in government. People go to school and they're unemployed. We've done what we're supposed to do, but then there is no. We can't make the most of our lives. So that sense of I don't really want to know. I'm just waiting to see maybe a miracle will happen for me to do well as a person. But not. So we needed to kind of like create some narrative around the need to say that, yes, for us to do better, I have to do better. For the country to work, I have to do something. So we're putting that narrative around to say that you do something. I believe in Nigeria, I believe in the country, so I will do something about the situation. So I will empower myself, I will train my peers, and if I see something that is not working, I will try to do my part to make it better as a Nigerian, as a young person. So we had a lot of videos around that. So the next one. So I didn't want to like bore you with the entire 16-minute video. So what are the learnings that we learned in building the platform? I mean, it's still like in an initial stage. We've only done this for a year and a half, so it's not like it's been around for a long time. But at least we did add some process in that. So number one is that it's a platform for youth. It has to be built by youth. So we didn't just want to say, oh, we thought that we were going to do this. So if for us was like nothing for us without us, kind of a thing. So from the very beginning, we had a youth committee put together, and then we had a lot of sessions where we brainstorm around. This is what we're trying to do. We don't understand it, but if you would like to use a platform like this, if you want to learn something about social change, be a tutor, and have resources, skills around it, how would you want it? Would you like to take a webinar? So we had ideas of just doing like a regular webinar. Then eventually we ended up doing, no, we just do the recordings and put the courses there, and then anybody can do it on demand whenever they want to do it. Those are like things that we got because a lot of people, we were not even as, because we don't even have a lot of resources to do it. So but idea that the fact that from the very beginning, we allow young people to take ownership of it, to say that this is what we're trying to do. And then we identify some small cohort of young people to be like the advisors that help us to brainstorm. Even the technical teams and all of the people that work on it, they're all like, oh, some of them have been trained on a different program. We reach out to some organizations that we have some people, we have a project, we don't have a lot of money, but do you want to try your hands on something different? So let's say, so we use them as well. So it's about that opportunity exists. So we do that. So yeah. So number two, please, question. So yeah, start with what we have. So we didn't have it, like I said, we didn't have it all figured out when we started. So we just wanted to, we know that we wanted to do this, and then we want to leverage technology to do this. And then we just began to do all the focus group sessions, and I think we didn't even start the building because if we had added money and then we have done a lot of project managing, planning, and all of that, we'll have done it differently because we'll have had a company come in, make a bid, and tell us what they want to do. But we didn't do any of that. We just started to say, oh, we just want to do this, and then we didn't start to think about the technical consideration of what we want to do until about 3 months after we've done some consultations. So it was just like organic, and then we realized that there's a way we can do it without actually having big budget for it, and then we're able to achieve it. So number 3, next one. So yeah, because when we started to be, because we're building on the go, so we use a lot of we just had to like come in and improving it all the time, because it was, so what we have now and what we had like at the very beginning completely different. Because it was like we're doing as we go, as we're building, we're just testing, we're making people come into it. And it was also good for us because we had this I'll rush through the number 4.
You've got one more slide.
Yeah.
One more.
So I'll take,
sorry,
so
way
I
over
take
time.
one, just go on next, I'll tell you which one. We use open source, that's very good. We didn't, so that saved us a lot of money because we had the technology, we didn't have to pay for a lot of custom stuff. It was already,
One more
articles
learning.
out there. And then lastly, I think we use young people, we call them community activators, which is one thing to have the platform. The other thing to have the engagement. So to ensure that there is a use and adoption, we have engagement, we had to go all the way into you going on campuses and recruiting activators. So you will get, like, you can bring in 200 users from your campus to sign in, then you get a reward for it, or you get some recognition for that. So we use them. A lot of our community activators are like active youth leaders who are student leader mates, but we use most of them on campus, and we did like campus stuff. So that's it. I know afterwards, but I can. So that's it. It was thank you very much.